The Christian church today in the non-Western world is literally exploding. Missionary efforts of the last 200 years have borne tremendous fruit. Today, it's estimated that nearly 80% of the world's Christians live in Africa, Asia, and Latin America, and this growth shows no signs of slowing. Each and every day in Africa alone, some 40,000 people place their faith in Jesus Christ. In China, an additional 6,000 come to faith, and in Brazil, that number is 9,000 a day. Even as these numbers continue to grow, these new Christians face head-on the most staggering array of challenges on our planet: desperate poverty, religious violence, rampant corruption leading to cruel injustice, and ever-increasing numbers of widows and orphans as a result of the spread of AIDS. This has led to a desperate need for highly trained, critically deployed Christian leaders from their own cultures to help these new believers apply the teachings of Christ to the difficult realities they face. Since 1984, the Christian International Scholarship Foundation, or CISF, has helped close this leadership gap by strategically identifying, educating, and returning proven indigenous Christian leaders to their home countries. Equipped with a doctoral level education, these gifted leaders return prepared to direct, to teach, to influence, and in some cases to found entirely new institutions. Since its inception, we've helped educate and return more than 150 leaders, impacting the lives of more than 150 million Christians worldwide. Just think, each leader will touch 1 million lives, both inside and outside the walls of the church. In fact, these gifted men and women are bringing able, strategic guidance to an almost limitless variety of ministries worldwide. Leaders like Dr. Antonio Barro of Brazil, founder of one of Latin America's fastest-growing seminaries, is witness to the graduation of 200 new pastors each year from the institution he founded, the fruits of a $30,000 investment in Antonio by CISF. Pioneer and entrepreneur Dr. Gladys Mwiti is using her PhD to bring Christian counseling to large regions of Africa. Entire nations seek her guidance in dealing with major catastrophes and the millions of AIDS orphans. Dr. Salim Munayer, one of our trained leaders in Jerusalem, heads Musalaha, whose mission is to bring peace and reconciliation between Israelis and Palestinians in the midst of the powder keg that is the Middle East. These are but a few examples of the scholars who are teaching, writing, preaching, and providing leadership all over the world. They are truly one in a million. The good news is that with Western resources strategically applied, this leadership gap can be closed in our lifetime. These dedicated men and women will face risks and sacrifices you may never know in order to shape the Christian growth of 1 million people in countries you may never see. But by coming alongside these leaders and watching God leverage your investment through them, you can become one in a million with them, literally eyewitnesses to church history in the making. Many believe this to be the most pressing problem in the global church today, the need for gifted men and women trained to lead the church as it fulfills its calling to be a redemptive force in society. We invite you to join us in this work. Pray for these leaders and their ministries. Meet some of these gifted men and women who are changing the face of Christianity. And become our financial partner in this critical endeavor in what many believe is the most strategic and exciting opportunity in the Christian church today. Thank you.